Good morning, everybody, and welcome to a special Saturday edition of NFL Mock Draft HQ.
We see what's on your mind.
No, not really. And we got two football games today. We got Denver and Buffalo and Carolina and Green Bay, I believe, and all the championship college football games today too. And I'll be watching Notre Dame and Clemson for no particular reason.
Okay, yeah, sure.
But we got representing the New York G-Man, we got our man Romy Rome.
Yo, what's up? What's up?
And then representing the currently NFC East leading Washington football team, Adrian is here.
Yeah, we in first place for now, but with Dwayne Haskins at quarterback, I don't know how long we're going to stay there.
So we might be expecting another, Mr. Tyke, a.k.a. DJ Roney 2000 might be joining us pretty soon, so we're waiting on him. Anyway, so gentlemen, the NFC East is razor-thin lead right now going on. And last week, the Giants threw Daniel Jones in there. It didn't look too hot. It might have been a good idea to keep Colt McCoy in there, but Rome, why don't you start with that, bro? Y'all took an L to the Cardinals, but at the Meadowlands.
Yeah, we took a bad L. I said last week, I said I'm worried about this game because, it's been a while since we beat Arizona. And, as I expected, we got whipped. We got shell-out. And let's just face the fact. Real talk, Dan Jones shouldn't have been out there. He should have been pulled right after the half, to be honest with you. And, he looked terrible last week. You could tell he was timid to run, ball delivery wasn't good. And another problem is our wide receivers. We don't have any wide receivers that can get separation. And that includes Slayton, who's been relatively quiet, for the second half of the season. He was doing okay at the start of the season, but now quiet. Still a lot of work that this team got to do. So, and we got a tough one Sunday night. Tough one.
The Cleveland Browns, after that heartbreaking loss at the hands of Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. But Adrian, you went out to the desert where the Cardinals supposed to be playing and played the San Francisco 49ers due to COVID restrictions on their stadium. And Chase Young put on a clinic, Lawrence Taylor style, and took over the game and won it himself. What you got to say for yourself and the Washington football team?
Yeah. We went out to the desert. Our offense struggled mightily. Alex Smith got hurt his groin. Antonio Gibson out. Offense struggled. We couldn't move the ball hardly at all. Didn't score any points on offense. But the defense, we had one of the great defensive performances in the history of our franchise. Chase Young, Jesus Christ. You talk about Lawrence Taylor, that's what he looked like. 8 tackles, 2 sacks. Fumble return for touchdown. He was a one-man wrecking crew. The defense scored 2 touchdowns, and we pulled it out over San Francisco without scoring a point on offense. So it was we rolled our defense, but I don't know if we can do that against Seattle. Seattle's offense is much more dangerous than San Francisco. You got Russell Wilson, you got DK Metcalf. We got our hands full, and we're stuck with Dwayne Haskins. At QB, so this is going to be a tall task trying to beat Seattle with this dude at QB.
DJ Roney Scooter Magruder is here. He's a bum.
He's a bum.
We need some Hennessy.
Ladies and gentlemen, this is our man DJ Roney. He also represents the Washington football team. And Adrian was just doing his assessment of the defensive performance that they put on in Arizona last week. What you got to say, sir?
Awesome. Chase Young is, he's Lawrence Taylor. He's Ray Lewis. He is the Warren Sapp. He is the man that has brought integrity back to the football team. And he has basically made it so that you cannot just be out there just going through the motions. You have to be participating, because you might see Chase Young run past you to get that tackle, or run past you to pick up that ball, or run past you to get that sack. And then when they show the films, they're going to see who's playing and who ain't.
I think he is making other people better too, because like now Sweat is starting to come out. Like last year he was okay, but like with this year, people got to worry about Chase Young, and it's opening up Sweat, and then you got you know, we ain't really heard nothing from Kerrigan though. Like Kerrigan been kind of
Kerrigan don't get on the field anymore. With Young and Sweat, Kerrigan can't get on the field. That's
why he wanted to be traded.
Kerrigan, because he don't get on the field no more.
But see, Kerrigan's problem is that he didn't have any support. He didn't have anybody on the other side. He was fighting the whole daggone team by himself because all they did was double team him, and he never got anything. He probably got some sometimes, but he could have been so much better if he'd have had somebody on the other side. Now he's got Chase Young on the other side, you know. But now, you know, they got Sweat in his slot now. So
Chase Young is the most double teamed defensive end in the league, according to Pro Football Focus. So that's why Sweat is having the season he's having, because there's so much attention to pay to Young. Sweat gets to the quarterback now. It's much easier for him to get to the quarterback because all the attention is focused on Chase Young.
As a Giants fan, that's why I just cried when y'all selected Young, because I was thinking that. I said by them selecting Young, Sweat is going to become more of a factor. And that defense is going to get more data. I said they got the right coach when they hired Ron Rivera. I said, man, we swept them at the right time, because I ain't gonna lie, if we had played Washington, I'm still referring to them as the Skins. I mean, you know, it is what it is. But if we had played y'all around this time, I think we would have lost to y'all, because right now the mojo is with y'all. Washington, moving forward, it's a dangerous team in that division now. I think now the tide is going to be between Washington and hopefully us. You know, I think Philly is going to take a little step back when they got some issues. And, well, you all know about Dallas, so.
Well, they was having an interesting conversation this week on Get Out, talking about our Super Bowl window could possibly be open. If we can find a decent quarterback next week. Yes, they did. They talked about it.
But, you know, think about it.
Yes, they did.
Remember
that we could be a possible Super Bowl contender if we could find a quarterback in the offseason.
But think about it. The text that remember the text I sent, my revelation text?
Yeah.
Okay, look, Trent Dilfer in Baltimore, right? And Brad Johnson in Tampa Bay. They were both bum quarterbacks. That defense in Tampa Bay won that Super Bowl. That defense in Baltimore won that Super Bowl, right? I mean, Washington just won their last game without making an offensive touchdown. Okay, so the defense is the key. It's not so much what you could do on offense, but what you could do to stop the other offense from scoring. And that's what Washington's problem has always been. It has always been either they had a good defense that they ran into the ground, right? And the offense would get the ball and would never be able to do anything with it. And then the defense would probably say, what the heck am I out here beating my head against the wall for if I give you the ball and then you mess around and you don't do nothing with it? Well, now you got an offense that does have some players. They got McLaurin, and what's the quarterback now? I can't remember his name. The guy who's started today.
Dwayne Haskins.
Dwayne Haskins, he can be a good quarterback. The problem with Dwayne Haskins is that he is so quick to want to bring his eyes down and look at the daggone, and with good reason. Look at the quarterbacks who was in there before him. Alex Smith, leg broke. What's the guy who went to you guys in Dallas? In Washington and the Giants, where he was playing for y'all now.
Colt McCoy.
He got his leg broke too. So it's like, wait a minute, I'm going to get my leg broke, And so that makes him tentative to want to look around him and see who's coming at him, to protect himself, which takes his eyes from down the field, and it takes his ability to be able to lead that team from an offensive standpoint. But at this point right now, if I was Ron Rivera, I would tell Dwayne Haskins, I don't care if you don't throw no touchdowns. I don't care if you don't throw any passes. Just do not fumble the ball and do not throw any interceptions if we can win this game.
Right. So speaking of that, what is the game plan? What is the game plan for Russell Wilson and the Seattle Seahawks?
Oh man, Russell Wilson, man, I don't know. He's gonna have to get on his bike today, because his offensive line is already suspect. We see that. Look how many times he's been sacked this year. And once he gets to running around and stuff like that, he don't have the receivers that he had before, and it's been difficult for him from an offensive standpoint. You can see when they played the Giants, right? That game was 5-0 at the halftime.
It can be done. It can be done.
Yeah, I don't know. He got some good receivers. DK Metcalf is having a Pro Bowl year. The problem with Seattle is defensively they stink. That is the problem with Seattle. They're 29th in the league in total defense. Defensively they stink. So if Haskins is ever going to have a good game in the NFL, this is the game.
Yep.
And watch him still go out there and stink it up. I think the guy's a bum at this point. I mean, that's my opinion. I don't see nothing. I hate this. Ironic, I said the guy's a bum. Look,
bummed it already.
At this point,
he's a bum.
Ironic, I said that. But I just don't see it with Haskins at this point. Haskins is going to be gone, man. Ron Rivera don't even want him for real. Ron Rivera doesn't want him. If Ron Rivera wanted Haskins, he would have never put Alex Smith in.
Well,
he doesn't want Haskins.
I'm gonna tell you, Adrian, Haskins can be a good quarterback because he's not trying.
I don't know. I just don't
trying to run the ball, and he can actually throw the ball. Like I said, the problem is he's seen Alex Smith get his leg broke, 17 surgeries. He almost had to have his leg amputated, right?
Yeah.
And then getting your leg broke in Washington, man, has become a legend. Since Joe Theismann, after the Giants broke his leg, right? It's like they had 3 quarterbacks in the Washington team that had their leg broke. That's more than any other team in the whole history of the football league. I mean, even back before they had all these protected quarterback stuff like that. So I don't remember Patrick Ramsey.
Yeah, he was a bum.
Straight bomb.
But Patrick Ramsey got hit so many times that the defense felt sorry for him, man.
Yeah, the defense.
I'm serious, man. I mean, they beat this man up so bad that when he left,
the offensive line ain't as bad this year as in years past. The offensive line is decent, and he got some weapons. You got Antonio Gibson. You got Logan Thomas. You got Terry McLaurin. There's some weapons there. He's just sorry. Haskins is good, man. Haskins, I tried to get the guy a benefit of the doubt, but it done got to the point where it's pretty obvious this dude is a bust.
But wait a minute,
and they're going to have to, in the offseason, they're going to have to address the quarterback position. One thing that could happen to keep your eye on is what is Dallas going to do with Dak Prescott? Dallas is picking high enough in the draft. They can draft a top quarterback. They could potentially get a Justin Fields or Trey Lance in the draft. Do they pull the trigger on that? If they pull the trigger on that, and Dak Prescott is out there, get him. Get him.
Are you crazy?
Dak Prescott is one of the top quarterbacks in the league.
No, Dak Prescott type.
No,
Dak Prescott one of the top quarterbacks in the league. Type, get him. If you have a chance to get him. The Redskins, we have the cap room. We got the 4th most cap room in the league. No. They could give him a big contract, bring him in, and still have cap room left to add to the team.
I said last week that I think last week, I'm trying to tell you, I really believe that Washington could, if he's available, if they make him available, I would not be surprised to see Washington go after Matt Ryan.
We got young talent at the skill position, and we got a bunch of cap room where we can sign them and still add to the team. Remember, our top players on our team are on rookie contracts. Chase Young, rookie contract. Trevor McLaurin, rookie contract. Antonio Gibson, rookie contract. They're on rookie contracts. We got cap spaces to where we could bring them in and still add to the team. That's why they were talking about our Super Bowl window could be down on Get Up, because most of our players on the team, our top players, on rookie deals. So we can go add to the team and make the team better. If Dak Prescott is there, they're going to seriously think about it. I'm telling you. Because we have the cap room to sign him, like I say, and still add to the team. They're going to seriously think about it if he's available, if Dallas makes a move.
The problem with Dak Prescott is his ego, man. We do not need his ego in Washington, D.C.
You don't got no ego, Ty. What ego he got? Come on. You just don't want no Dallas quarterback here. Me, I don't care where you come from. If you can take me deep in the playoffs, I don't care where you came from.
Have you been paying attention? Have you been paying attention? Dak Prescott is one of the biggest daggone heads in football. His head is so big.
I think he means as far as them been trying to sign and he didn't want to sign.
That's not him. That's Jerry Jones. That's Jerry Jones doing that.
His whole persona is it sucks up all the air in the room. You know what I'm saying?
I don't see that.
It's all about him. And look at him right now. He's injured, right? What is he doing? Making daggone mattress commercials, and stuff like that.
I mean, what's he gonna do, Tyke? He's not playing. What's he gonna do? I mean, you know what I'm saying?
He should be.
He's not playing.
He should be rehabbing that daggone foot.
I'm pretty sure he is rehabbing, Tyke. I mean, if he makes a commercial, I mean, it's not a big deal.
He's got to be in the spotlight, man. He's got to be in the spotlight.
But the only trouble I think you might run into is Dallas might try to franchise him. To get him.
If they draft, well, that's true. They're gonna want compensation.
Yeah. So,
but then again, look who we talking about here. We talking about Jerry Jones. Not exactly a smart guy. If Jerry Jones was a smart guy, he'd have been signed Dak Prescott 2 years ago. Would be having this problem. You know what I'm saying? He's not exactly the smartest guy when it comes to this stuff.
Did he sign a deal with the Washington yet?
Who?
I mean, the Dallas. Did Dak Prescott?
No, he's still unsigned. He's still unsigned. He's on the franchise. He's on the franchise tender. He's on a franchise tender, so he's a free agent. He's a free agent after the year.
Oh yeah, but no, I don't. See, you know what? I don't want no quarterback who want to mess around and pull the ball down and run out from behind that line. I want a quarterback.
That's what you want, though, Ty. If you have questions about the line, you want somebody that can move in the pocket and make plays in the league. That's what you want.
Let me ask you, other than Russell Wilson, who was the last running quarterback that you seen win a Super Bowl? Thank you.
Steve Young. Steve Young.
I'm about to say Steve Young.
Well,
hold on. Give us this.
Jerry Rice, man. He had what was the guy who messed around and went all over the league, stinking up the place. What's his name, man? The guy who was on the other side of Jerry Rice.
The other side. Oh, you took what? T.O.?
T.O.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, T.O. He had Jerry Rice, man. And look, he didn't have to come out from behind that line. He had good running backs. He had a good team. He had a good franchise. I'm saying, look here. Look at Baltimore. They daggone quarterback rolling all over the field, doing all of this stuff.
They can't win a playoff game.
They can't win a playoff game. Why? Because guess what? Defensive coordinators know how to get you when you take half that rate by bringing that run around the day.
He can't win a playoff game because he has no weapons on the outside. He doesn't have no receiver that's a threat to the defense, and the defense just focus on him.
No,
that's why.
No, that last year
they don't got no. What they got at receiver? The only good receiver he got is the tight end, Mark Andrews. What he got at receiver? He got nothing at receiver.
He had more than one receiver. What was it last year?
No, he doesn't, Tyke.
I'm talking about the tight ends. He was throwing them tight ends.
That's the only thing he got is Mark Andrews. That's it.
There was just more. It was more than just one tight end he was throwing to last year.
Time out, y'all. We got about half mark. Rome got to roll out. So Rome for the Giants, man. What is the game plan Sunday night against Baker Mayfield and the Browns?
Well, the game plan is don't get embarrassed because
It's going to be an interesting game here.
Well, I tell you what, I think we can make it interesting mainly because of the defense. I mean, the defense got embarrassed last Sunday. They got embarrassed, so they're gonna be looking to redeem themselves. And but Kitchens knows Mayfield, if anything. So there's no doubt that he's definitely gonna be putting a lot of input to judge about Mayfield, because this was one game I had circled on my list because I'm not a Baker Mayfield fan. Mayfield is a arrogant prick. I don't like the stuff that he was saying last year about when Daniel Jones and everything. It's like, bro, worry about your team. Why are you worried about us? So, and but I'll give.
Oh yeah, he did do that. I forgot about that.
Yeah, he was talking.
That's bulletin board material for tomorrow.
What did he say? I didn't hear that shit.
He
said that Jan Jones is sorry, which may be true, but you don't say that. In his own words.
In his own words, he did say
which
that.
Which may be true, but you don't say that. You don't say that about somebody
last year. He was sorry. So who the hell he talking about?
Yeah, he said that last year. He said all that last year.
This year maybe he could talk, but last year he can't say that shit.
And then of course, the whole OBJ thing. That factors in as well. But it's gonna be a tough one. I'm not gonna lie. But if Colt can manage the game like he did against Seattle, we got a shot. I'm not going to say we don't have a shot, but if he can manage the game like he did a couple of weeks ago in Seattle, and the defense can go out there and disrupt and get in there and cause some havoc for Mayfield, we got a shot. So, it's no doubt I'm still going, going with us for the win, but we got a shot to win that game. We definitely need to win because right now, it's us and Washington. If we lose that game, and if Washington end up losing against Seattle, Washington still got the lead. So, this is definitely the next two games. This game against Cleveland, and I think we got Baltimore next.
Ooh,
yeah. So
Baltimore's desperate.
This is a must win. This
is
Sunday.
Anybody scared of Jalen Hurts?
Yeah, I am. Because if it comes down to that last game against the Eagles, they got nothing to lose at all.
Yeah.
That game scares me. That game scares me.
He's added a spark to that team, and everybody's playing at a higher level because now they have somebody in there because his predecessor, I can't think of his name right now. Carson Wentz, man, he had just lost his confidence, man. His confidence was gone, and that same thing with Carson Wentz. The same thing I was saying about Washington quarterback. He keep bringing his eyes down. Looking at that daggone defense coming at him. He ain't thinking about what's going on down the field. He's like, oh, who's that over there coming in? Who's this over here coming?
No.
You got to be looking downfield. You can't be looking at that daggone defense, man. You'll never get anything on.
But the question is he now a bum?
Who?
Carson Wentz.
Oh yeah, Carson.
I think he needs to just get his confidence back. I think he needs to just go to a different team. He needs to change the scenery.
No,
he needs to change the scenery. He needs to go to a different team.
No. And see, Carson Wentz never had the display of being this Super Bowl quarterback they thought he was. Because you remember, he messed around, got hurt, and his backup went to the Super Bowl and won it, not him. And then he messed around. Man, that was so stupid, man. You mess around, you got somebody mess around and go to the Super Bowl, win a Super Bowl, and they don't get to start next year? Oh, that's bullcrap, man. The Eagles deserve what they got this year, man. They should have never started Carson Wentz, man, and let this guy go. They're crazy, man.
Carson Wentz is making a lot of money. They're pretty much stuck with him for the next couple of years because of his contract.
You know what you
because
do?
they cut him. The dead money would kill their cap. So they stuck with him for the next couple of years.
You turn him into a quarterback coach.
That's a rich ass quarterback coach.
Well, yeah, he'd be the richest quarterback coach in the league.
Before we do the picks, Rome, you had a subject you were saying something with Randy Moss was talking about.
Yeah, Randy Moss this week declared himself the greatest wide receiver in the history of the game. Now,
he is the self-proclaimed greatest of all time.
I mean, he can make a case, though. He can make a
case, but listen. Rice did a lot of spectacular stuff during his day. The man just everything that came his way, he caught. One of the most precise route runners in the history of the game. Won't fast, but at the same time, you can never catch him. I mean, it's hard to. I mean, athletic wise, Randy is better. There's no question Randy is better. However, Rice didn't take plays off. Randy took plays off. Okay. So, and not only that, the hardware. He's got 3 rings. Okay. Say what you want. When you got that hardware, that's all the case that you need. Say what you want.
At 37 with the Raiders was still playing at a high level.
At a high level. So,
and went to a Super Bowl.
I mean, Randy, you know, he can say what he wants, but Rice is no doubt, in my opinion, the greatest wide receiver of all time. Just like I say, Montana is the greatest QB.
He still got the touchdown record too, doesn't he?
I say it's Rice, but Randy Moss can definitely make a case.
No, I agree.
He's in the conversation.
A case can be made, but I still.
So is T.O. T.O. can make a case. Randy Moss did make a case. I still say Jerry Rice. But if you said T.O. or you said Randy Moss, I'm not going to argue with you because they both can make a case.
Well, let me ask this question: what are the components of a great wide receiver? What can a great wide receiver do that other wide receivers can't do? And if that's running up and down, vertical down the field, and because you're like 6'9", you can jump over everybody, that ain't it. You got to be able to have some technique. You got to be able to have some ability to outwit the defense. And Jerry Rice, hands down. Okay, he didn't have the speed, but he got more touchdowns. He got more Super Bowls. Ain't no way in the world that Randy Moss, that boo-hoo baby, was up there boo-hooing because his quarterback got hurt. You know. No.
That was T.O.
That was not T.O. That was Randy Moss when he was.
Randy Moss did some wild stuff too.
I remember he
was upset with him.
Straight cash, homie.
Remember when he rubbed his butt on the flat on the goalpost
in Green Bay
during the playoffs? Yeah, in Green Bay.
What was his quarterback? What was the quarterback name?
Dante Culpepper.
Dante Culpepper. Yeah.
Culpepper, man. I am still pissed off at him with that, man. Because if it had been a white quarterback, he would have never treated him like that, man. You know. And and then he left there. And no, wait a minute, I'm thinking, you know what? I'm sorry. Randy Moss, I got him conflated with the guy who was at the Jets, man. What was his name?
Keyshawn
Johnson. He was the one who was boo-hooing when his quarterback went down. I'm sorry. Randy Moss, I did make that mistake. But you did mess around and how should I say disrespect Dante Culpepper, and I don't appreciate that. What happened to Packy? Where you go?
He'll be back. He'll be back.
Yeah, he's
but
back.
he. All right, Randy Moss did have some character issues, definitely, but you can't argue with the production type. And another thing, Randy Moss is he's a game breaker that the defense has to focus on. He made other players better because offensively you had to focus so much attention from the defense, from the secondary, that you're going to have guys wide open. Look at how productive Chris Carter was when he was playing with Randy Moss. Chris Carter had the best year of his career playing with Randy Moss because Randy Moss got so much attention in the secondary that he had single coverage. You know what I'm saying? Most of the time, man.
You can't buy yourself a trophy, man. Okay, you can't.
But that's a team thing, though, Tyke.
Do that.
When you talk about Jerry Rice was on a dynasty team. The 49ers is a dynasty team. He playing with Joe Montana and Roger Craig and all them. Yeah, he gonna win Super Bowls, man. So you can't really, put that on Moss, man. Moss got to Super Bowl too. You know what I'm saying? And look, Moss played with the Raiders. He had played some years with the Raiders. The Raiders was terrible at that time. I mean, you can't really put that on him, but you can't argue with the production. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't thinking about the production. Heck with the production. I'm talking about
Heck with the production. What the fuck?
thinking about production. You look at, you look at T.O. T.O. was probably one of the most productive wide receivers in the league in his time when he was in his heyday. But then his head went crazy, man. And then he started doing all this crazy, stupid stuff, man.
T.O. is number 2 on my
case
list.
you can make.
T.O. number 2?
Yeah, T.O. is number 2 in my list.
He started doing all this crazy stuff, man. And it's like, he lacked the foundation of manhood that you gotta have in order to be able to survive. Like I was saying, I saw that the piece they did on Eric Dickerson, and they asked him. They said, "What do you miss about the game?" He said, "Not a damn thing." He said nothing.
Eric Dickerson was a beast.
People are hitting out here. But I'm saying you cannot be a big baby, okay? When things don't go your way, you gotta do what you gotta do to try to work it out with your team, to make it about the team and not about you. And that's what T.O. didn't do. He made it about himself. Randy Moss, he made it about himself, right? And you can't do that when you're on a team. You gotta make it about the team. That's why I don't want Dak Prescott on Washington, because he will make it about him.
I don't agree with you with that. I don't see that with that.
Y'all just gonna have to agree to disagree.
We're gonna have to agree to disagree on that one.
It's pick time.
All right.
Yeah. It's pick time. Let's make the picks of the week in the National Football League. So where the fuck is we at? Oh shit. Oh yeah, here we go. All right, so first game today at 4:30.
Yes, we got some games today.
2 games on
Saturday football in the NFL for the first time.
You got the Buffalo Bills traveling to Denver, Colorado to play the Broncos. What do y'all see happening here?
Well, what's the saying? Buffalo circles the wagon.
Yeah, circle the wagon.
Well, they're going to continue to circle the wagon. Bills going to win this, but look for Denver to play them a little bit tough now. Don't sleep on Denver.
The defense?
Denver kind of is one of them tricky teams, That's they could have won really. I think last week they was playing a little bit of ball, but Buffalo, they on a hot streak right now. Buffalo
I'm actually hoping Vic Fangio gets fired so he can be our defensive coordinator when we get Bill Cowher.
Well, I don't know about Mr. Cowher. I still think Mr. Harbaugh is y'all future.
I'm starting to think it's going to happen.
I'd rather have Harbaugh than Cowher, man. Cowher been gone too long.
So, Adrian, who you got winning the game?
Buffalo's on fire right now. Josh Allen has entered the MVP conversation. They put it on Pittsburgh on Sunday night. They've shown that they are a legitimate Super Bowl contender. I think the Bills are the biggest threat to Kansas City in the AFC because the Bills can score. With Josh Allen, Stephon Diggs, the Bills can score. And in order to beat Kansas City, you have to be able to score. So Bills win this one easy. Denver's one of those tricky teams, but the Bills playing too good right now. Buffalo.
Tyke, what you think?
Bills,
okay.
Yeah. I mean, the way they playing, Josh Allen playing now, I can't go against them, man. Their defense is suspect, because they playing this whoever got the ball last football, But their offense is awesome, man. If the defense can hold up and nobody gets hurt, I'm going with the Bills.
Then you got at 8:15 tonight, Teddy Bridgewater goes to Green Bay, Wisconsin to face Aaron Rodgers and the Packers. Who do y'all got here?
Oh, no doubt the Packers. I ain't gonna say they're gonna win easily. I mean, they could, but Green Bay.
Adrian.
This is a sneaky one here. Packers are another one of those sneaky, dangerous teams. But I'm gonna say Green Bay. Green Bay is in the number 1 seed position now.
Yes. After
that Saints loss to the Eagles last week. So they got a chance to nail down that seed and get the only bye in the NFC now. You know what I'm saying? Aaron Rodgers, he older now. He could use that bye. Green Bay wins. They got to keep winning to get that number 1 seed.
Tyke, what you think?
Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers playing out of the sky. What can you say? Got all of them daggone all that talent around here, man. You know, I'm not going against Green Bay, especially against the Panthers, man. They stinking up the league this year, man. They, you know, I mean, they
Jeremy Chin, though, that rookie they got, Jeremy Chin, is really good. It's between him and Chase Young for defensive rookie of the year. It's a 2-man race. Chase Young, Jeremy Chin of the Panthers. It's going to be one of them two.
Then we
defensive rookie of the year.
I got Green Bay. Then we got a division game. Deshaun Watson goes to Indianapolis to face Phillip Rivers and the Indianapolis Colts. What you got to say, Romy Rome?
Hold on. Romy. Okay, go ahead.
Indy been on fire. This is a division game, and I'm going with an upset. Texans.
Ooh, the Houston Texans. Adrian?
Nah. They got Deshaun Watson, but he's got absolutely nothing around him. I feel bad for the guy because he got to be put on his Superman cape and literally carry these dudes. I mean, Colts win. Colts are fighting for the playoffs. They should win this game. Houston got nothing except Watson.
Tyke, what you think?
I'm going with the Colts because, you know, my man, Dago, who's the quarterback of San Diego? Phillip Rivers. Phillip Rivers, man, they doing some miraculous stuff up there, man, in Indianapolis, man. So I'm going with the Colts, you know.
Here's an interesting game. The Detroit Lions travel to Tennessee to play the Titans.
Titans should get this. I mean, Detroit playing a little bit better since they got rid of Patricia, but it ain't gonna be enough to beat Tennessee in Tennessee. I'm going with the Titans.
Yeah. Adrian, what you think?
I'm going with the Titans too. It's gonna be a whole lot of Derrick Henry. Yeah, the Lions are playing better since they got rid of Matt Patricia. Matt Patricia got what he deserved. The Lions got what they deserved because they fired Jim Caldwell. They shouldn't have fired the brother. They was winning when they had the brother. And they talk about, well, 9-7 isn't good enough for us, so we're going to get Matt Patricia. And you went down to 4-12, so you got what you deserved. But they're playing better, but Titans too much. They're just going to run Derrick Henry and win the game.
Tyke, what you think?
I'm going with the Titans because the Lions, their quarterback is all beat up, you know. And, you know, so they, you know, is Stanford playing?
Is who?
Stafford, yeah, he is.
Stafford, he's playing?
Yeah.
He couldn't even breathe last week, man.
Then we got another division game. That's Chicago Bears. Go visit everybody's favorite cousin in Minnesota to play the Minnesota Vikings.
Oh.
Both of these teams got a slim playoff hope, so they both need the football game.
That is an elimination game. Whoever loses is probably done. This is a key game in the AFC, man.
I mean, man.
Oh, that's NFC.
NFC North, yeah.
This is a tricky one.
I like the Bears.
Man, you know what? I'm gonna go with the Vikes. I'm gonna go with the Vikes.
I
think the Vikes gonna pull it off somehow.
This is a coin flip here, God. Like I say, this is a critical game in the NFC in the playoff race. This is basically an elimination game. Whoever wins is going to be done. Whoever loses is going to be done. This is a must win for both. Yeah, this is a must win for both here.
So who you got?
Oh man, this is a tough one. Ooh, I'm gonna go with Minnesota. I think Minnesota's the home team, right? I'm gonna go with them. This is gonna be close. It can go either way. But I think Minnesota will pull it out. But this is a tough one to call. But I'm gonna say Minnesota.
Tyke, what you think?
I'm going with Minnesota.
Okay. Then you got Cam Newton traveling down to South Beach to play the Miami Dolphins.
Well, Dolphins are playing some good ball. They play some
are.
good ball as of lately. And I'm gonna go with the Dolphins. Cam ain't what he used to be. He shows Spurs that he could be, you know, good at times, but he ain't the Cam of old, and New England pretty much done. I'm going with Dolphins in that.
Adrian?
Yeah, Cam's had a rough season. You know, he hasn't played well. He got put in the COVID list in the middle of the season. He hasn't been the same. He struggled once he came back. Probably was still recovering from it. He just hasn't been the same. It's just It's been a tough season for Cam. You gotta go with Miami at this point. Miami in the playoff hunt. They're playing well on defense. Tua's starting to come along. Miami.
Tyke, what you think?
Well, you're right. Cam is it ain't like he can't win, but his arm, man, is suspect. And he's
Very
another
suspect.
he's another one
Very
of them.
suspect.
Ready to pull the football down and run, and stuff like that and everything. And Miami got a good defense, so I don't think that he's gonna be able to do that on Miami. So I'm going with the Dolphins.
And then we have the Seattle Seahawks enter the Washington football team with Dwayne Haskins at the helm tomorrow, 1:00 p.m. Rome, who you got?
I'm going to be rooting for Seattle.
Don't root for Seattle.
Got to root for Seattle so they can win. And, if they win, hopefully we'll win. But it's not going to be – Russell going to have problems with that Washington defense. He's going to have problems. You saw what we did to him a couple of weeks ago. Now you going against Chase Young and Sweat. He's going to have problems. I'm going with Seattle, but it's going to be a lot tougher than, what you expect.
Adrian?
Oh, I got so much trepidation about this game. It's such a key spot. This is a key spot here, man. This is the toughest game we got left on our schedule. Oh, God. I'm not going to pick against my team. I'm going to go with us, but this is going to be another game where defense going to have to carry us because Haskins, man, all my hope is that Haskins takes care of the ball and don't turn it over so the defense can win it. That is my hope, like last week, because Haskins tried last week to give the game away. He tried. He came in through two picks. He tried. But luckily, the defense didn't let it happen, but he tried, man. Just take care of the ball, man. Just please don't turn the ball over. Take care of the ball. We're going to have to manage the game. It's going to be a field position game. We're going to have to make this ugly because we're not going to score many points on offense. We're going to have to make this ugly, turn this into a backyard rock fight. That's what we're going to have to do. We're going to win a low-scoring defensive game.
Packy, who you pick?
Well, for this one?
Yeah.
I say the Washington football team pulled the upset. Chase Young will bring them to victory somehow.
Yeah, there you go. No need to.
Well, I know who you're going to pick. and a key football game for me in the march toward Trevor Lawrence, the Jacksonville Jaguars visit the Baltimore Ravens. I'm predicting the upset special of the week. Gardner Minshew will march into Baltimore and serve Lamar Jackson and the Baltimore Ravens. What y'all got to say?
Damn. Well, Action Jackson and the Blackbirds. They got this.
Adrian.
No. This will be the ass whooping of the week. They're gonna destroy Jacksonville. I know you want the number one pick in the draft, but it ain't happening here.
I know we ain't got but 5 minutes left. Just what's your pick, Tyke?
On the Ravens.
Oh, okay. And in this one, I actually think I like the Falcons in this game. Yeah. Brady go into Atlanta to play the Falcons.
Same here. I'm picking Atlanta because this is one of them games that Tampa Bay can lose, and I think they will lose. I'm going with Atlanta.
Adrian?
Tampa. I think Tampa's going to run the table to finish the season. They got a soft schedule to end the season. Tampa wins this one and solidifies their playoff position.
Tyke, what you think? Tampa, Atlanta.
Home with Tampa Bay.
Okay. And then here's an age-old matchup. The Niners go to Dallas to play the Cowboys.
Oh, I'm going with 49ers. I ain't picking Dallas no more.
Adrian, what you think?
Boy, I know America can't wait to see this one, huh?
This one got flexed out on Sunday night.
San Francisco, Dallas is sorry, man. They got their rush of glory last week. They're finished.
Tight.
49ers.
Okay. Then you got. I think this might be the barn steal of the week. The Eagles play Kyler Murray and the Cardinals. This is a good one here.
You know what? I'm gonna go with the Eagles. I think Hurts. I'm thinking Hurts getting ready to go on a little roll. Going in here and solidify his stance as the starting QB in next season. I'm going with the Eagles.
Oh my goodness, Adrian, what you think?
This is going to be a good one.
Yeah.
You got two young black quarterbacks going to do their thing. I'm going to go with Kyler Murray. The Cardinals are sitting in that 7th position, the last playoff spot. They got no room for error. I think they pull it out, but this is going to be a fun game.
Tyke?
I'm going with St. Louis.
Okay. And then the march to Trevor Lawrence continues. The New York Football Jets go to Los Angeles to play the Rams. I'm predicting a very bad destruction, maybe 50-3. What do y'all think? Rams. Yeah. Adrian?
Wait a minute. I said that Baltimore Jacksonville was an ass. Let me take that back. No chance, Packy. But I know that's what you want to see.
Oh yes. Tyke, what do you think?
Chiefs Saints?
No, it's Jets and the Rams.
Rams.
Now it's the Chiefs and the Saints. I got the Saints. I mean the Chiefs. What y'all think?
This might be the game of the year.
Might be. I'm going. Breeze is coming back for that game too, but I'm going with the Big Red Machine.
Ooh, this is interesting. This might be the game of the year. Breeze is back. You got Breeze against Mahomes. This is gonna be fun. There was a game that Kansas City was gonna drop before the season ends. This is it. This could be a Super Bowl preview year, but I'm gonna stick with Kansas City. It's hard to go against them right now, the way they're going.
Tyke?
Chiefs.
And then on Sunday Night Football, Baker Mayfield comes to the Jersey Swamp to play the New York Football Giants. Colt McCoy will be starting. Romy Rome.
Well, you already know I ain't going against the boys, so go on with the G-Man, but could be a long night, but we'll see. But I'm going with the G-Man.
Adrian, what you think?
Oh, this is gonna be a good one. I'm picking the Browns. We might need the Browns after our game.
Tyke?
I'm going with the Browns.
I'm gonna have to go with the Browns.
Oh no. And then on Monday Night Football, the barn burner of the year, the Pittsburgh Steelers go to Cincinnati, Ohio to play the Bengals in a bounce back game for them after losing 2 in a row to the Washington football team and the Buffalo Bills.
Yeah, Steeler Nation, y'all lost 2 in a row, but y'all gonna get back on the rebound. I'm going with the black and gold.
Adrian?
Yeah, they're only the 3rd team ever to lose 2 in a row to start the 11-0. Boy, if y'all don't get y'all mojo back this week, y'all ain't getting it back. So this is Pittsburgh. They should win this easy.
Tyke?
I'm going with the Steelers.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, that locks it up. Thank you for watching our Saturday edition of NFL Mock Draft HQ podcast for Week 15. We'll catch y'all next week. In a couple of weeks, we'll have Wild Card podcast. When the
playoffs are right around the corner.
So, Tyke, we thank you for coming on. We gotta get wine on here, Tyke.
Man, Ryan ain't got no camera, man. I'm gonna have to go out and buy him a camera, man, a microphone, a USB mic.
Yeah, we gotta get him something. But
yeah.
All right, everybody. So we appreciate you and enjoy those football games, and don't forget those college championship games. Watch that Clemson Notre Dame. I know I will. See y'all later.